Session of Unacademy. This is Ronak Sir, and today I'm going to help you with CAT 2020, the preparation plan and the strategy. So I'm sure you all would be super excited and you all are geared up. So can you quickly show me a big thumbs up if you're ready for the session? Great. Yes. Okay. So let's quickly begin. Now, before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you about a bit about myself. So as I mentioned, my name is Ronak Shah and I'm an engineer and I've done my MBA. I have 12 years of training experience. I've trained more than 10,000 students for CAT and other MBA entrance exams. In fact, I've not only trained them for CAT, but I've also guided them for post-CAT strategy and how to apply for various colleges and exams and so on and so forth. I personally scored 99 plus percentile twice. That is in CAT 2012 and 2015. Of course, at that point of time, I was an educator. So let me quickly brief you about the agenda of this session. What all points are we going to cover? Yes. So the first thing is why CAT is so important. I mean, there are various exams. There are many options. We have SNAP, CET, CMAT, NMAT, and so on and so forth. But still, everyone talks about CAT. So why CAT is so important? So we'll discuss about that. Then second, what is the exam pattern? Because we are starting with the preparation of CAT. I'm assuming that you have just started or you are about to start your preparation. So what is the exam pattern? So this is what again we are going to discuss. Then is CAT really tough? I mean, many students feel that CAT is really a tough exam. So is it really very tough? We'll understand that through some examples rather. And what should be the first step when you start your CAT preparation? So I'll tell you about that. And how to plan my studies, and I'm sure that's a big question in the minds of the most of the CAT aspirants. How should I plan my studies? Because many of you will be in final year of graduation, so you need to manage your graduation studies as well. So we'll understand that. And last but not least, we'll also discuss about the mock test taking strategy. So let's begin. Now, before we go ahead and I tell you about how to prepare for CAT and all, let me tell you that we also have a Telegram group. You can join to that group and you will get access to our material and all through the URL displayed on your screen, which is tinyurl.com/Unacademy chat. So you can go there and you can access the material. You can also avail our subscription plans. So some plans are displayed over here and you will get many benefits apart from what you get in daily lives. So let's begin with the first part, why CAT is so important. The first point is CAT is conducted only once every year. That's in the month of November. I'm sure you would be aware about that, but it's conducted only once. So if you compare it with the other exams like GMAT or GRE or some other exam, for example NMAT, so you don't get second chance, and I'm sure it's like you're putting all your eggs in a single basket. That's the only chance that you have, just 3 hours and your fate will be decided. So you need to be really well prepared. Okay, then it's a gateway to 20 IIMs and 30 other good B schools. As you know, we have 20 IIMs. How many of you know, by the way, that there are 20 IIMs? Just raise your hand, show me a thumbs up if you were aware that there are 20 IIMs. Because I've seen those who are just starting, they are not very sure about this count of number of IIMs. But for your information, yes, there are 20 IIMs. Okay, so you can get into one of those 20 IIMs only by CAT. There is no other alternative. Okay, and the CAT score is also accepted by 30 plus good B schools. So that's why it becomes prominent entrance exam, because one entrance exam, a decent score, and it opens your opportunity or the possibilities for about 50 good B schools. So that's why it's very important. Yes, one more thing about CAT is it's completely fair and impartial. The CAT organizing committee takes care of all these things, that the questions are correct and it is conducted in completely fair and impartial way. Even when they are about to announce the result, they follow a procedure called normalization, so which makes sure that no one gets easy question and tough question, even if it happens in 2 different slots, so that can be neutralized. So that's why I can say it's completely fair and impartial exam. And last but not least, it gauges your overall aptitude, because if you look at the CAT paper pattern or the CAT exam subjects, it consists of questions based on quantitative aptitude, logical thinking, and verbal ability. So it tests all these three aspects of a candidate, and it's really good if you can score well in this entrance exam. So that's the reason why CAT is very important. Now let me quickly brief you about this CAT entrance exam pattern in case if you are not so familiar. So it's an 100 exam question. It's an 100 question exam, 300 marks, that is 3 marks for correct answer. Total duration is 180 minutes. So it's for 3 hours, right? And there is a sectional time limit. So there are 3 sections: quantitative ability, 34 questions; logical reasoning and verbal ability, 32 questions; and logical reasoning and data interpretation, 32 questions; and verbal ability, again 34 questions. And for each section you have 1 hour time. That means there is a sectional time limit. You cannot utilize the extra time or the leftover time for the next section. Okay, so that's why it becomes slightly more tricky. The next part is there are 2 types of questions that you'll find in CAT exam. Most of the question, I can say 75% of the question, that is out of 100, 75 questions are MCQ based, that is multiple choice questions. The question will have 4 options below that, and remaining 25% questions are short answer questions. Okay, so in short answer questions, you will not be given the option, but you will be given an answer box where you will have to input the numerical value. It will only be numerical value. Okay, so that's the other thing about CAT exam. If I look at the number of easy, moderate, and tough question, so there are about 25% easy questions in CAT exam. So out of 100, you will surely find about 24-25 questions which are actually easy. With minimal preparation you can even clear, you can answer these questions. Then moderate questions, about 50% of the questions are moderate. About 25 to 27% questions are actually tough, and you really don't need to attend this tough question. So even if you are targeting 99+ percentile, what you should target is easy questions and this moderate questions. And that's the reason that CAT is not actually that difficult. The hype that has been created, okay, this person has cleared CAT, will I be able to clear CAT, and so on and so forth. So actually it's not that difficult if you understand the paper pattern well, and if you regularly attend the sessions at daily live of Unacademy. So I'm sure we all will be help you out with that. Calculator is allowed, right? This is one thing which most of the students are familiar, in case if you have reviewed the paper pattern. So calculator is allowed. Okay, the only problem is it's an on-screen calculator. So in the on-screen calculator you will have to press every button to get your answer. So for example, if you want to calculate 18 into 5, so you will have to press 1, 8, then multiplication, then 5, then equal to, and then the answer will be displayed. And that's why it's not advisable to actually use that on-screen calculator. It's always a good idea to do the mental calculation for such simple calculations. And yes, just for your information, even rough sheets and pen are provided over there at the center, so you can do the rough work as per your requirement. I'm sure you all have understood this thing. Okay, what is the exam paper pattern? Now coming to that question, is CAT really tough? So I have partly answered that question in this slide, that there are 25% easy questions and about 50% moderate questions, right? But still, let me display some questions from previous year CAT exams. Okay, so guys, are you all up for these questions? Would you like to solve a couple of questions where you can just solve it by using common sense? As simple as that. Are you all up for this? Show me a thumbs up if you want to solve these questions. Yeah, quickly. I can see so many students. So we have close to 50 students watching it live. Jagriti, Shubhangi, Niranjan, Rahul, good evening to all. Yeah, hi Prashant, Priyanshu, Venkatesh, great to see you all. Okay, so let me show you some questions. Try for this question, everyone. This is one of the CAT question. Of course, I have curtailed a bit. So the actual question had slightly more number of digits, but it is, you can say, similar to the actual CAT question. So please try for this. If we write natural numbers from left to right, back to back, then what will be the 200th digit counting from the left? Guys, are you all aware about natural numbers? Yes? Can you tell me what is the natural numbers? Type your answer in the answer box. Just write down what are the natural numbers. Okay. Quickly, everyone. What are the natural numbers? Do they start from 0 or they start from 1? Yes. So natural numbers starts from 1. Okay. So the question says that we are writing natural numbers back to back from left to right, and we need to find out what will be the 200th digit. Okay, so the situation is something like this. If I start writing this way, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on and so forth, 9 10 11 and so on and so forth, 99 100 101. So counting in this way, if I start counting from left, this is the first digit, this is the second digit, this is the third digit, and so on and so forth. Which will be the 200th digit from the left? Everyone, please try for this question, and if you get the answer, yes, all of you are correct. I asked that question, natural numbers, it starts from 1. So most of you have answered it correctly. Few students are saying that it starts from zeros. That's not correct. So whole number starts from 0 and natural number starts from 1. So now you can remember. See, it's the very first session and you are learning few things, right? So yeah. So guys, your job is to calculate, to find out which will be the 200th digit counting from left. Yes. So shall we do this way? We can start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and whenever we reach to 200th digit, we'll stop there. Can we do it this way? Of course not, because it will consume lots of time. What is the shortcut? Everyone. Okay, so many of you are saying 200 is the digit. Shiba, Shubhangi Gupta, Karan, Abhinandan, Karan, Prashant. No, 200 is not a digit, guys. So please understand, your question asks you to find out the 200th digit, and please understand the digits are just 0 to 9. These are the digits. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. These are the digits. Okay. So you can call them numbers also, but they are digits. Now if I write 10, 10 is not a digit. It's a number consists of 2 digits, 1 and 0, right? So please understand this part. Okay. Yeah, someone is saying arithmetic progression. So I really don't think we need to apply that complicated concept. Okay. So just think, how can you find out this answer? What will be the 200th digit from the left? Someone is saying 2. Okay. No guys, so let me help you understand this part. In such question, what you can do is you can just segregate the single digit numbers, the 2 digit numbers, and the 3 digit numbers. So what I'll do is, I know 1 to 9. When I write 1 to 9, this all are single digit numbers. So I would have written 9 digits. Okay. Yes, that's correct. When I write 10 to 99, now this 10 to 99, just count how many numbers are this. So these are total 90 numbers, and each number has 2 digits in it. So when I write 10 to 99, I would have written 90 into 2, that is 180 digits. Okay. Now let's calculate. When we write up to 99, how many digits have we written? So 9 over here and 180 over here. So we have written total 189 digits when we write till 99. Yes. Now we need to identify the 200th digit. That means we should have written 200 digits for this, right? So let's go further. When I write 100, I would have written 3 more digits. When I write 101, I would have further written 3 more digits. So total number of digits have become 189 plus 6, that is 195. We need to reach to 200, so we'll have to write 102 also. So again 3 more digits are added. So total number of digits when you write up to 102 are 198. So had they asked you this question, which is the 198th digit, it would have been this 2. But we need to find out the 200th digit, right? So let's go further. Let's go forward. And when I write 103, then this 1 will be 199th digit, and the 0 is that 200th digit which we had to find out. So answer is 0. The 200 digit is 0. Yes, everyone, have you understood this part? Okay, so if you have understood this question, then press the like button quickly. Quickly press the like button. Let me see how many of you have understood. So if you understood the explanation that I have given, that 0 is the 200 digit, what we did to reach to identify that 200 digit, we just segregated the single digit numbers, the 2-digit numbers, and the 3-digit numbers. There are 9 single digit numbers, so we would have written 9 digits. There are 92 digit numbers, so when we write this 90 numbers, we have written 180 digits, 90 into 2. And same way we wrote few more 3-digit numbers to reach to that 200 digit. Okay, so if you understood this part, please press the like button so that I'll come to know that okay, fine, you have understood this. And this is a CAT question, and this is what I was talking about, those 25% question which are easy. Guys, I'll call this question an easy question. This question falls in that easy category. Do you all agree with this? Yes or no? Is it an easy question, guys? Tell me in the answer box, in the chat box. Please write whether it's an easy question. If you feel that it's an easy question, type yes. If you feel no sir, it was very tough, then write no. So I'll understand that quickly. Great. And I can also see that few of you could find out the answer on their own. So that's correct. Yeah, Akshay is finding it easy. Niranjan is finding it easy. Great, guys. There are many students who are finding it easy. Good to see this. Okay, so let's take one more question. Yeah, let's try for this question. See, we are just trying to understand whether CAT is a tough exam or not. Okay, so I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of some easy and moderate questions that have been asked in CAT exam, which I feel that you can solve even without any preparation, just by using the basic numerical skills, right? So this is what we are trying to understand. So hope you are all enjoying this. Try for the second question. Check the question. Everyone read that carefully. How many 2-digit numbers are there such that the sum of the digits is greater than the product of the digits? Very simple question. They are talking about 2-digit numbers such that the sum of the digits, that is a plus b, should be greater than the product of the digits a into b. We need to identify such 2-digit numbers. 2-digit number starts from 10 and goes till 99. I'm sure all of you must have understood this thing by this time, in case if you were not clear, right? So out of this 90 numbers, how many numbers satisfy this condition that sum of the digit is greater than the product of the digits? Please give a thought. When will it be possible that summation is greater than the product of the digits? Please write your views in the chat box. In which scenario the summation of the digits will be greater than the product of the digits? Or what you can do is you can just give me example of some 2-digit number where sum of the digit is greater than the product of the digit. Tell me which are those 2-digit numbers. Can I take 36? Is it a correct number? No, of course not. Okay, because 3 plus 6 is 9, right? While 3 into 6 is 18. So this is not greater than the product, right? So please give me some suggestion. Okay, Dinesh got it right. Dinesh is saying 26. There are 26 such numbers. Okay, Dinesh, will come back to that. Shivam Kumar is saying 10 to 20, right? That's correct. 10 to 20. Everyone, can I say for all these numbers, the sum of the digit will be greater than the product of the digit? Let me take 10. That is 1 into 0 is 0. 1 plus 0, it's 1. So sum is greater than the product. If I take 15, so sum of the digits will be 1 plus 5. Product of the digit will be 1 into 5. So definitely 1 into 5 is 5 and 1 plus 5 is 6. So 6 is greater than 5. So yes, these are correct answers. But then we need to identify all the numbers which satisfy this condition. So what is the pattern? Right, Minal is saying okay, we can take 11, 21, 31, 41 and so on and so forth. Yes, so that's correct. Guys, can I say all the numbers which has either 1 in that or 0 in it will satisfy this condition? So which numbers have 1 in it? So let me tell you, 10 to 19, all the numbers have 1 in it. And if you check, the sum of the digits in this number will always be greater than the product of the digits. So 10 to 19, these are 10 numbers. Same way, there are few more numbers where 1 will appear. So the numbers are 21, 31 and so on and so forth up to 91. How many numbers are this? 21 to 91. Are these 7 numbers? 21, 31, 41 and so on and so forth. So these are not 7 numbers, these are 8 numbers. So in these 8 numbers, since 1 appear as one of the digit, so definitely that sum of the digits will be greater than the product of the digits, right? And all the numbers which has 0 in that will also satisfy this condition. So which numbers are left? We have already taken 10. So now we need to take 20, 30, 40 and so on and so forth. So up to 90. So these are another 8 numbers. So in total we have 26 2-digit numbers which satisfy this condition. That is, sum of the digit is greater than the product of the digit. Few of you have written incorrect answer. 28 is not correct. Okay, 22 is not the correct number, because in 22 if you look at, sum of the digit is 4 and the product of digit is also 4. So this is equal, while we wanted the sum to be greater than the product. So we can't take this kind of numbers, by the way. Okay, it has to be strictly greater than the product. As simple as that, guys. So I'm sure all of you have understood this question. Yes. Have you all understood this? Yes or no? Please type in the chat box so that we can go to next question quickly. Everyone, either show me a thumbs up or type yes if you have understood this question. I really need to understand that how many of you are with me. Great. Okay, I also want to understand that what is your background, guys. So are you from engineering background or non-engineering background? So those who are from engineering background can type E in the chat box, and those who are from non-engineering background, please type NE over there in the chat box. Please do that quickly. I really want to see this thing. Engineers, please type E, and non-engineers NE. So it would really help me in modifying my pace, because definitely engineers have some advantage that they had mathematics. Okay, and non-engineers, yeah, most of the non-engineers leave their mathematics after the 10th standard. So in case if you are a non-engineer and struggling with the basics, you all must attend my 2 p.m. session every day live at 2 p.m. So 2 to 3 I teach just the basics of mathematics. So that would really help you in recovering, or you can say revising the basics that you learned during your school. So please be there at 2 p.m. In fact, let me tell you that Unacademy provides all the sessions live and free on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe to this Unacademy CAT channel, and please press the bell icon so that you can get notification about all my live sessions. You can also access to our past recorded session in case if you miss out sometime. So I request all of you to subscribe to the Unacademy CAT channel. And you can also do one thing, because it's a free platform. So please ask your friends to join this channel, and all of you can learn together at 9 p.m. or even at 2 p.m. So group learning is really amazing, right? If you are learning together, no matter at what locations are you sitting, but then I'll keep asking you the questions during the session, during the live sessions. So I'm sure you will find it quite competitive, and you can check when your friend, how many questions could your friend answer and how many you could answer, right? So that will be very interesting. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Everyone, read the problem statement once again. Do not think too much, just keep it straight and simple. Don't think it this way, okay, this is a time and work question, which is a tough concept and so on and so forth. No, it's not. It's actually very simple concept. And this is what we'll learn in just next 5 minutes. So yeah, please read the question. There are 3 people, A, B and C, and they can do a piece of work. This work can be anything. So it can be building a wall, digging a trench. So we are not interested in that work. It's just some work. In 10 days, 15 days and 30 days respectively. A and B started the work and after 2 days, C replaced B. So A and B ने work शुरू किया and 2 दिन के बाद B चला गया और C आ गया. Right? Then in how many days will the work get over? Right? So this is a typical time and work question. And guys, once again, this can be categorized as an easy question as far as this MBA entrance exams are concerned. Yeah, many students have just joined. I can see Abhay Yadav, Siba. Right. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, someone quickly calculated. It's 5 days, sir. Let's see whether it's 5 days or 6 days. What is the correct answer? Fine. So guys, let's make this question very interesting question. It's mentioned that A, B and C can do a piece of work in 10, 15 and 30 days respectively. Now we do not know what is this piece of work. So let's assume that this piece of work is equivalent to eating 30 chocolates. It will make question very interesting. Everyone likes to eat chocolates, right? Okay, so this piece of work is eating 30 chocolates. Now, why have I taken this number as 30? It's simple LCM of 10, 15 and 30, right? A number which is quickly divisible by or perfectly divisible by 10, 15 and 30. So of course, when we'll discuss this concept in detail in the subsequent session, you will also learn this part. But just for timing, you can assume that the work is equivalent to eating 30 chocolates, right? Now A eats 30 chocolates in 10 days. So can I say in one day, A will eat 3 chocolates? Yes or no? Isn't that simple calculation? 10 days, 30 chocolates. So in one day, A will eat 3 chocolates, right? Same way, B will eat 2 chocolates every day, or B can eat 2 chocolates every day because B finishes this 30 chocolates in 15 days. So 2 chocolates per day. We are just calculating how many chocolates each of them eat every day, right? So we are getting these values. Same way, C will eat 1 chocolate every day. Okay, now let's understand they need to together eat this 30 chocolates. Okay, that's the total work. So in the first 2 days, for the first 2 days, A and B was working together. So A and B worked together for the first 2 days. Let me write over here. So the work completed in first 2 days will be, so let's calculate. In one day, A and B together will eat 5 chocolates. So in 2 days, A and B together will eat 10 chocolates. So 10 chocolates have been already eaten, right? Now, how many chocolates are left? So we had to eat total 30 chocolates to complete the work. 10 have been already eaten. So 20 chocolates are left. Who is going to eat this 20 chocolates? So A and C together. B has left. So A and C together will eat this 20 chocolates. Okay, how many chocolates can they eat in one day? So A will eat 3 chocolates and C will eat 1 chocolate. So together in one day they'll eat 4 chocolates. Yes or no? A and C together will eat 4 chocolates every day and they need to eat this remaining 20 chocolates, right? So it will take 5 days for them to complete the work. So total time taken to complete the work, counting from the beginning, is 2 plus 5. That is 7 days, guys. It was as simple as this. It's 7 days. See, once again, let's quickly understand how did we calculate this thing. So we assume the total work to be completed as eating 30 chocolates. The moment chocolate comes, things become very interesting, isn't that right? So our work is equivalent to eating 30 chocolates. We know A can eat 10 chocolates every day. We know A can finish this 30 chocolates in 10 days. So A will eat 3 chocolates every day. Similar way, B can eat 2 chocolates per day and C can eat 1 chocolate every day, right? Now, as per the situation given that for first 2 days, A and B were eating chocolates. So for first 2 days, the total number of chocolates eaten will be 3 plus 2, 5 per day. So in 2 days, 10 chocolates. The chocolates left after the first 2 days is 20, and A and C are eating chocolates together, so they'll eat 4 chocolates every day. So this 20 chocolates can be eaten in 5 days. So total time taken to complete this work is 2 plus 5, that is 7 days. It was as simple as this. Yes guys, have you all understood? Yes or no? Yep. So please type in the chat box if you have understood this question. Show me a thumbs up or type yes if you understood. If you still have query, please type no. So, in case if you have started preparing for CAT and if you have started referring to some material, I'm sure you must have seen some formulae A into B upon A plus B days, or A into B into C upon AB plus BC plus AC days, and so on and so forth. Guys, if you understand the concept thoroughly, actually you will not require to use any of the formulae. I mean, most of the question, because most of the time they'll not give you a question which can directly be solved by using the formula most of the time. So they'll tweak the situation a bit, and that's where this chocolate method will be very handy for you. So I'm sure all of you have understood this. Yeah, Darsh is asking how to prepare in next 5 months. Yeah, Darsh, we are going to discuss that. So we have to be very precise. We have 5 months and 20 days, assuming that CAT will be on 29th November. So 5 months, 22 days, I can say, right? Even more than that, right? So we are going to discuss the complete strategy. What should be your study plan for next 6 months, right? We'll discuss about that. Please be here. But for time being, yes, I just want to understand whether you have understood this concept, in fact, the question or not. Yeah, those who have just joined, this session. So I suggest if you have understood this question, please press the like button. So I'll come to know that even you have understood that. Please press the like button if you have recently joined and you have understood this question. Yeah, I can see all yes in the chat box. So there should be few more like presses. Great guys. It's wonderful to see all of you over here. It's beautiful evening, right? And all of you are geared up for your CAT preparation. So once again, I suggest that, we are also going to have session tomorrow, and from tomorrow we are starting completely afresh. So we'll be starting with all the concepts. I'll start teaching you, different concepts of quantitative aptitude from tomorrow. That is quant section. And if you just be live at 9 o'clock over here on this Unacademy CAT channel, your complete CAT preparation will be over in next 1.5 months. That's it. What you need to do for that, you just need to be live at 9 p.m. Okay, every night 9 p.m. every evening 9 p.m. be here, and you can also ask your friends so that it will become very interesting for all of you. And I'll also enjoy the more participants in the group, the better will be the session, the more interaction can happen. Yeah, so there are a few questions which are flowing in. Let me read out. Aditya is asking, sir, can you suggest good MBA colleges with good placements in Kolkata? Aditya, that's completely a different topic. I'll definitely conduct some sessions which we call trending topic sessions, and we conduct those sessions mostly on Sundays, right? So you please subscribe to the channel and you will get notification about that. I'll soon plan a session since you have given a suggestion. So I'll tell you about different colleges in different parts of the country which are actually good to pursue MBA apart from the top-notch colleges. So all of you know that those 20 IIMs are good, definitely, and there are more 30 good B schools which are known to everyone. Apart from that, which are the other colleges? So we will keep a session on that. Yeah. So 2 p.m. session is about basics of mathematics. Someone is asking, Abhinandan is asking this question. So guys, every day 2 p.m. session will be about basics of mathematics for next 10 days. So if you are lagging in the basics of mathematics, if you want to understand the fractions, decimals, surds, indices, HCF, LCM, percentage, ratios, basics of that, please be there at 2 p.m. session. In 9 p.m. session from tomorrow, we're going to start with permutation and combination, right? So it will be at the CAT level, but I'll teach you from basic, of course. But if you are struggling with the calculations and if you want to revise your school level mathematics, please be there at my basic session at 2 p.m. Okay, fine. Let me give you one more interesting puzzle, everyone. Now, we are slightly moving away from quantitative ability. Maths thoda zyada ho gaya. Let's scratch the brain with some logical thinking. Okay, so this is a beautiful puzzle. In fact, this was the question asked somewhere in the previous year's CAT, long back, not in the recent past. So it's about 4 friends. I'm sure you all have friends. So there are 4 friends and they are returning to their hostel and it's late evening. So it's completely dark around. Do not assume कि चांदनी की रात थी और सब दिखता था. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's completely dark around. Okay. And it's slightly of older times when there were no street lamps available and so on and so forth. They didn't have any conveyance. So now they are returning to their hostel, walking on the road. And it is mentioned it's completely dark around and they have just one lamp among themselves. So these are the lamps that they used to use in the past. You can also call it London. So they are just carrying one lamp among themselves. On the way, they have come across a cracked bridge. उनके रास्ते में एक टूटा फूटा सा ब्रिज आ गया है. पुराने जमाने में वो जो रोप ब्रिजेस होते थे जिसपे वुडन प्लैंक्स लगे हुए रहते हैं, तो ऐसा एक उनके रास्ते में ब्रिज आ गया है जैसे यहाँ पे दिखाया हुआ है. And they need to cross this bridge. So that's the situation. And if you read further, it's mentioned the bridge can hold maximum of 2 people at a time. So since the bridge is not in a very good shape, not in a very good condition, it cannot hold more than 2 people at a time, right? So you will have to be careful about this. Also, no one can walk a step without the lamp alongside. So as you know, it's completely dark around. So whosoever is walking on the bridge will have to keep the lamp with him or her. So without the lamp, no one can cross the bridge. Okay, it is known that the individually each of them can cross the bridge in 2, 3, 6 and 9 minutes respectively. So you know their individual time. So for example, when A goes alone, it takes 2 minutes. Of course, he'll have to keep that lamp with him. Same way, B goes alone, it takes 3 minutes. C 6 minutes and D 9 minutes. So these are their individual time to cross the bridge, right? So now you need to calculate what is the minimum time in which all 4 will cross the bridge. So this is the question for you guys. Please try it quickly. We have got one answer. Siba is saying 22. Yeah. Someone is saying 21 minutes. Okay. Let me see others if you have got any thoughts. Okay, let me tell you one thing, guys. This is not a question where you need to find out HCF or LCM or average. Please don't apply mathematical concepts without any reason. There is no point of finding average over here. There is no point in finding average over here or taking LCM. We don't need common multiple. One more thing, when 2 people walk together, it is understood that they'll take time equal to the slowest between 2. So for example, if A and B are walking together, keeping the lamp with them, it will take total 3 minutes for them to cross the bridge. And I'm sure, keeping that in mind, many of you are answering 22. So Krishna and Shivendra, yeah, so there are many students who have answered this as 22. I'm sure. How have you calculated? So let me just explain the standard way how students think. So it's this way, the normal way, I'll rather say. So most of you have thought that first A and B will go together. It will take 3 minutes. Then A will come back with the lamp. So it will take 2 more minutes. Then A and C will go together. So it will take 6 minutes because between A and C, definitely C is slower. So they'll take time equal to the C's time, that is 6 minutes. Again, A will have to come back with the lamp. So it will take 2 more minutes and then A and B will go together. So this is how all 4 will be able to cross the bridge. And if you calculate, this will come out to be 22 minutes. Very obvious solution, guys. Very obvious solution. If this answer is correct, of course, I can't call it a CAT level puzzle. Okay, because 90% of you can definitely think, okay, this answer. So this is not the correct answer, by the way. Okay, Someone is saying 5 minutes. Oh my god, how can you say 5 minutes? Okay, I'm sure you must have thought, okay, C will sit on the shoulders of A, D will sit on the shoulders of B, and A and B will go together. So this is pretty silly thinking. Guys, don't think it this way. In case if you are thinking that only two people can walk together, so C will sit on the shoulders of A, D will sit on the shoulders of B, that's not correct. Why I'm assuming that you might have thought this way, because I have been training students for last 12 years, right? So many a times I've seen students come up with this kind of silly answers. This is not correct. So 22 is the normal way, very obvious answer, but the actual answer is less than 22 minutes. Now let me help you understand how can we get answer less than 22 minutes. Everyone, if you still want to try, you can try for that. Answer is less than 22 minutes. They can cross the bridge in less than 22 minutes. And please remember, there are no assumptions. No one can walk halfway and pass on the lamp to other one. That's not possible. Okay, so I'm going to show you that answer can be less than 22 minutes without violating or breaking any of the guidelines that is given, any of the rule that is given. Okay, so let's understand how can they solve or how can they cross this bridge in less than 22 minutes. Fine. So first what we'll do is we'll send A and B together, or let's assume A and B will go together. So definitely it will take 3 minutes for them. Then A will have to come back with the lamp, so it will take 2 more minutes. Now what A will do is A will hand over the lamp to C and D. Okay, and now C and D will go together and cross the bridge. So C takes 6 minutes, D takes 9 minutes. So if they go together, it will take 9 minutes for them to cross the bridge together, because the slowest between two is definitely D. So they'll take time equal to the D's time, that is 9 minutes. Now B was already on the other side of the bridge, so B will come back with the lamp. So it will take 3 more minutes for B to come back with the lamp, and again A and B will go together. That will be the last trip, and if you calculate, this will come out to be 20 minutes. Yes, this is how we can get answer as 20 minutes. Have you all understood this puzzle, everyone? Yeah, I can see many students have just joined. So those who have just joined, and if you have understood this puzzle, guys, please press like. If you already pressed like, then please type yes in the answer box, in the chat box. But those who have just joined, and if you think you have understood this puzzle, I'm sure you must have found it slightly tricky. And if you have understood that, press the like button, so that it will be an indication to me that yes, you are with me, you have understood this puzzle. Everyone, please. So the correct answer is 20 minutes. They can cross the bridge in 20 minutes. How? The way I have just shown. What you had to do is you just had to change the combination, right? Most of you were thinking that A is the fastest, so let's send everyone with A. So A will carry B, A will take C, then A will take D, and so on and so forth. But you're forgetting that C and D are the bottlenecks. They are the slowest two among the group. So instead of sending individually C and D with A, it's better that we send C and D together and we do the other arrangement, so that B will come back with the lamp and then B will take A, right? So this is how we got answer as 20 minutes. Great, guys. Yeah, Krishna, Minal, Shubkant, right, Sarath, Aryan, good, Anil, good to see all of you. Awesome, great. Fine. So guys, are you all enjoying the session? We are about to complete. We have just 15 minutes left. Okay, let's quickly go to the next part. So I'm sure you have understood by now that CAT is not really a tough exam, right? If you can use our brains, and if we just work on our basic calculations, those 25% question can easily be tackled. And I'll also show you what is the cutoff of CAT exam, what it takes to score 80 percentile, 85 percentile, 90 percentile, 95 and 99 percentile, right? How easy is that to get that kind of percentile in CAT exam? Okay, so we are going to understand that. Please be with me. So in simple words, if I want to say, it all depends on this thing, how you perceive this exam. It depends on this. If you have common sense, if you have a good head on your shoulders, it will be surely not that difficult for you. If you're a disciplined person, right? Discipline in the sense, whatever you decide, you accomplish that. with proper plan, you stuck to your plan, then again CAT will not be that difficult for you. So discipline is very much required, then dedication, or I can say perseverance, very much required. I have seen many times that students start their preparation, they are very enthusiastic at the beginning, but then very soon, 1 month, 2 months down the line, they just give up, they lose that enthusiasm. It should not happen. You need to be dedicated person, right? You need to be constantly motivated, and definitely hunger to succeed. How hungry are you to have that I am tag with you, to wear that I am t-shirt? It all depends on that as well. So I'm sure you have understood in a nutshell whether you perceive CAT as tough exam or easy exam. It all depends on this area. If you have common sense, if you are a disciplined person, if you are a dedicated person, and if you have that hunger to succeed, trust me, you will not find it a tough exam. You will not find it, guys. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Now, what should be the first step towards CAT preparation? So yeah, you will have to work on your calculation. Especially if you are from that non-mathematics background, if you left your mathematics after your 10th standard, I'll suggest quickly revise your tables of first 20 numbers. Try to remember squares of first 25 numbers. Make sure that you are fast at calculation. When I say calculation, means general calculation, the multiplication, addition, subtraction, and so on and so forth, right? So for example, if I ask you this kind of question, what is 55 plus 28? You should be able to quickly answer that. Okay, sir, it's 83. 55 plus 8, 63 plus 20, 83. It should be as simple as this. If you are using too much of calculator, you will have to avoid that habit. You will have to drop that habit of using calculator. The second thing is brush up the basics. When I say basics, so let me quickly write down what are the areas I am talking about, and that is what I'm going to cover in the afternoon 2 p.m. session every day. So basics means numbers and number related calculation, whether it's division, multiplication, or remainder, or HCF, LCM, everything is covered under numbers. So you need to make sure that you are good at numbers, the basics of numbers. So for example, if I ask you what is common multiple of 6 and 9? Yes, what is the common multiple of 6 and 9? Can you quickly think, guys? What is the common multiple? So you should be able to quickly tell me, sir, it's 18, right? It should not take even a second time. Okay, so this is what I mean by being good at numbers. Then you need to revise your concepts of percentages, then ratios. You should be good at ratios. You should have understood averages, then revise the basics of geometry and basics of algebra. When I say algebra, means those linear equation and quadratic equation and finding roots and all those concepts. So everything has to be covered as part of the basics, right? Once you have done this thing, trust me, the journey ahead will be very easy and joyful, right? Because once we are good at basics, now it's about understanding some new concepts and applying it to the questions. So most of the time I have seen that students get frustrated because they are very slow and they are not able to figure out the basic things, and then they feel to give up. So if you don't want to face that kind of situation, it's better that in next 10 days, just spend 10 days to work on basics. And yes, tables 1 to 20 numbers, squares, and all those things, please complete it quickly. Then the other thing is, the first step should be also take a mock test. And this is something from which many students refrain. They are always afraid of writing a mock test. They feel that I'm not prepared, so how can I take a mock test and all. Guys, who is asking you to score 90 marks in that mock test or even 50 marks in that mock test? You just try to use your common sense when you take the first mock test and try to identify those easy questions where you can apply the basic numerical skills, right? And still you can get about 20 to 25 marks to begin with in the first mock test itself. Because as you know, suppose you are not good at maths, but you are good at English, isn't that? So there are passages from, if you pick 2 or 3 passages and if you solve 1 or 2 questions out of them correctly, if you are confident, you can easily solve 6 questions correct. 6 into 3, 18 marks straight away. From English itself, in the very first mock test, you can score 18 marks. So I am talking about taking a mock test from the perspective that you need to test the waters before you start and think about CAT November 2020. Okay, so please take a mock test, and the tips, the tricks, or the strategies that I've just mentioned, try to apply that. Remember, there will be 25% easy questions. Try to identify those easy questions in the first mock test, and even in subsequent mock test, you keep making sure that you are able to easily pick those questions, the questions that you should attempt. So you are able to pick those questions, you are able to identify those questions. But yes, it's very important for you to take a mock test. The next thing is, yeah, of course, you may think that I'm just promoting myself, but that's fact, guys. You are getting an opportunity to learn completely free over here. So subscribe to our channel and make sure that you are watching this daily lives from in the afternoon at 2 p.m. and then from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. On regular basis. So you'll learn different areas of CAT, that is quantitative ability, logical reasoning, verbal ability, data interpretation, and all. So we have planned session for all the topics, and these are completely free, and these are happening live. So all of you can listen to me over here. Yeah, I'll tell you about different mock tests and all. And guys, mock tests are available even with Unacademy, so with the plus subscription. So I'll tell you about that towards the end of the session. Now, how to plan your studies, and that was the question that someone asked. How should I plan my studies? So I have prepared a simple plan, and that is what I have been recommending to the students year on year, and many of them have scored very nice percentile, above 90 percentile, 95 percentile and all. The simple plan at this point of time should be, from June to August, make sure that you are good at basics and you have cleared your calculations. And then you are studying quantitative ability, verbal ability, and LRDI 3 hours daily. That's it. So maybe you can say on Monday you spend 2 hours on this and 1 hour on this. On Tuesday you spend all 3 hours on VA. On Wednesday you spend all 3 hours on LRDI, something like that. It's completely up to you. In fact, if you want, you can also do it this way. Watch one session of quant, or maybe 2 sessions of quant, as I suggested. That afternoon you have those basic math sessions, so please attend that. And at night at 9 p.m. you will have CAT concept sessions, right? So attend 2 hours this quant session, then VA attend 1 session, and LRDI attend 1 session. So about 3 to 4 hours. Instead of 3, I'll just make it 4. So 3 to 4 hours daily would be sufficient. And yes, and if you find more time on the weekends, you can also practice questions. So I'll tell you how to practice question. We will also provide you some additional material. So stay tuned to the channel. 3 to 4 mock tests every month. Now remember this thing. I just mentioned that your first mock test should be taken very soon, right? Within a week's time. 3 to 4 mock tests every month, starting from June till August. And how should you take this mock test, guys? So I'll suggest that out of this 4 mock tests, you can take 2 CAT mock tests and other 2 non-CAT mock tests. That is, say 1 you are taking for SNAP and 1 you are taking for NMAT. So in other month you can take 2 CAT mock tests. CAT mock tests have to be there. At least 2 CAT mock tests have to be taken every month. Apart from that, you can take 1 CET mock test and SNAP mock test or something like that. You can create combination for yourself. But make sure that you are not only focusing on CAT exam, but you are also considering the other entrance exam, right? So that's the idea. Then what's the plan for September to November period? Let's quickly understand that. Regular revision, because I'm assuming that if you go ahead with this flow, by August end, all the concepts are covered and you have understood those concepts, right? So from September to November, you are advised to do the regular revision, challenging, focus on solving more challenging problems so that you can reach to that 99 percentile target, and 5 to 6 mock tests every month. See, we are increasing the number of mocks in the last 2-3 months, right? It has to be 5 to 6 mocks every month, remember. Okay, so guys, have you all understood this plan? Are you all going to follow this? Yes or no? Please type in the chat box. Can I expect you to follow this plan? Yeah, I'm waiting for your replies. I want to see how many of you agree with me, right? Srijan is asking about CET. So Srijan, yes, I'll tell you about CET as well, but this channel will be slightly more focused on CAT preparation. However, you can attend the basic sessions in the afternoon, so that will take care of your CET preparation. Guys, can I expect all of you to take first mock test? Okay, so even in the plus subscription of Unacademy, you can, the first thing that I'll suggest you to do is download our app, Unacademy app. It's free. You don't need to pay any money, and just see what all things are you getting over there. You get mock test, you get daily quiz, you get leaderboard, you get doubt solving session, you get revision sessions and all. So I'm sure you will like it. Okay. Yeah, you can start. Someone is asking, Yatindra Sharma. Yatindra, you can start for your preparation. You can start your preparation for CAT 2020 from this point of time. And there are many students in the past who have started at this point of time and they have actually scored well. So nothing to worry. It's just that you need to be disciplined, dedicated, what I have just mentioned. So you can do it. Everyone can do it, irrespective of your background, whether you are an engineer, non-engineer, doesn't matter. Be with me and I am there to hold your hand and to take you, I'll help you to cross that line of 90 percentile in CAT. Fine. So we have also discussed the mock test strategy as I just mentioned. Now guys, in the last 2 minutes, we have about 2 minutes left. So I'll quickly tell you about what should be your question. How many questions are required to be attempted in CAT if you wish to score a particular percentile. Now please observe this data carefully, everyone. This last one indicates overall percentile. This last bar are for overall percentile. Look at this legends. Blue color indicates 80 percentile. So if I want to score 80 percentile in CAT exam, I'll have to solve about 10 questions in quant, out of which 9 can be correct. If I wish to get 80 percentile in CAT exam, look at this blue bars. Everyone, please focus on blue bars. I need to solve 8 questions in LRDI, and out of that, about 7 questions should be correct. I need to solve about 15 questions in verbal ability. Verbal ability students normally find slightly easy because most of you are from English medium and you have been tackling passages and other things since your childhood. So you can easily solve about 14 to 15 questions. If you attempt 15 questions, out of that about 13 should be correct, right? If you go ahead with this strategy, you will get 80 percentile in verbal, you will get 80 percentile in LRDI, and you will get about 80 percentile in quant. And trust me, in that case, your overall percentile will surely be more than 80 percentile. If you score 80, 80, 80 in all 3 sections, then overall percentile will always be greater than that. Still, what I mentioned is, even if you go ahead with this strategy, you can solve in total about 33 questions, out of which 30 are correct, and you will get 80 percentile. It is as simple as this to score 80 percentile in CAT. And guys, let me tell you, once you score 80 percentile in CAT, you will get so many options to apply for. Like, there is KJ Somaya. KJ Somaya has certain specialized program like retail management, PGDM in retail management, and services management, and so on and so forth. You can just check them. I think international marketing or so. Then there is Welling, and there are a few more colleges which are reputed colleges, and they will invite you for they'll call you for interview and WAT if they have the WAT process. So you'll get the call ultimately from those colleges. So 80 percentile is the first target that you should set, and see how easy it is to get 80 percentile. You just need to solve 33 questions with about 90% accuracy. And if you get about 30 questions correct, trust me, you will see 80 percentile or more score in your score sheet, right? Now let's look at what it takes to score 90 percentile. So please look at the orange color bars, everyone. So look at these bars, please. So in quant, if you want to score 90 percentile, I'm talking about the sections right now. In quant section, if you want to get 90 percentile, guys, you need to solve about 12 questions, and out of them 10 to 11 should be correct. It's as simple as that. So if you solve around, I'll say 11 over here because we already written 10. So around 11 questions are correct, and you will find 90 percentile in quant section. In LRDI, you solve about 10 questions and get 9 correct. You will get 90 percentile. In VA, you will have to increase it a bit, solve 18 questions and get about 16 correct. So you will get about 90 percentile in VA section. And overall, if you score, if you solve, if you attempt 40 questions and out of them say about 36-37 questions are correct, guys, you will see 90 percentile in your score sheet. It is this simple. And if you observe, you know, for 80 percentile we need to solve about 33 questions. For 90 percentile we need to solve about 40 questions. Just see, you know, you're solving just 7 more questions and your percentile is increasing by 10 percentile. That indicates that it's slightly easier for students to reach to 80 percentile, but then students are finding it slightly difficult to cross that 90 percentile mark. Just by marginal increment in the number of questions attempted, you are able to cross that 90 percentile line. It's as simple as this, guys, right? Okay. Yeah, so many of you have question. Mudit Dubey is asking about some question. Mudit, give me some time and I'll address your question because we need to finish this thing. So you can also put your question in the comment box below that video and you'll find my reply by tonight. So please write your question in the comment box, not in the chat box. Please type it in the comment box. Yeah, and how are we going to prepare at how can you get prepared with CAT Unacademy channel? So daily live sessions, complete preparation for all the subjects, weekly quiz and mock test, guys. So this is how it's going to be. Now let me tell you quickly, next live session in the evening will be at 9 p.m. My live session, rather, our daily live session starts at 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. other educators take the session. And at 9 p.m. you'll find me once again at the same place, the same way, with the same energy, right? And can I expect all of you guys to be there tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'm going to teach you the basics of permutation and combination. But yes, even this basics will be at the CAT level, right? So we are going to start with permutation and combination, and that's the first area. I'll teach you this permutation combination in about 3 to 4 sessions. Once that is over, we'll understand the number system and we'll complete the numbers. After that, we'll take up arithmetic. Okay, then we'll take up geometry, and same way we'll proceed further. So in 1.5 months, 1.5 months, I'll make sure that all of you are prepared for CAT, right? So can I expect all of you tomorrow at 9 p.m.? In fact, before that, of course, at 2 p.m. If you want to learn the basics, please be there at 2 p.m. Okay. So just to quickly brief you about Unacademy subscription, guys. So you know, you can just download our app and you can subscribe our plus course. It is called Unacademy Plus course, and you get this benefits which are displayed on your screen right now. Steps very simple. Go to Play Store and download the app, and then you will start enjoying the benefits. And if you avail plus subscription, you will get even additional benefits. Even by downloading app, you will be able to attend some special sessions which are happening on Unacademy platform. Okay, so we conduct sessions on YouTube platform as well as on our own Unacademy platform. So you can also find me there, and the interaction is slightly more personal over there. So you can easily ask me questions. So like Mudit has some questions, but unfortunately due to the lack of time, I'm not able to answer that. But on the Plus platform, I can definitely address the doubts because the students are kept in small batches. Right, so that's there. We just to tell you about Unacademy, apart from CAT, we have many other channels, right? So you can search them on YouTube, and in case if you have younger or elder siblings, they are preparing for any of this exam, you can tell them about us. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you get all the updates, particularly about my sessions. We also have other educators, so learn from them, and you really don't need to enroll at any of the academy. It's Unacademy, guys. Okay, so that's it from today from my side. I'm sure all of you must have enjoyed the session. I'll appreciate if you can just share your comments in the comment box, not in the chat box, in the comment section. Please write how did you like this session, and if you have any questions, you can also type your questions over there. After my dinner, I'll surely reply to your queries. So please share your comments. I would appreciate that. Thank you once again, and hope to see you, all of you, with your friends. Don't forget to call your friends and invite them for tomorrow's session. I want all 50 of you along with another 100 of your friends to be here tomorrow for the live sessions. See you then. Good night. That's it, guys.